Hello darlings, for today's video I'm creating a spring glitter cut crease look. To start, I'm brushing my brow hairs upwards and filling in the sparse areas with the Haus Labs The Edge Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. Then I'm carving out the bottom edge of the brows with the P. Louise base in shade 0.5 for a cleaner, sharper look and setting the hairs in place with the St. Luxe Brow Gel. Now I'm applying that same P. Louise base all over my eyelids to prime them. This base doesn't require anything to set it. I'm just tapping it in with a sponge to make sure it's smooth, and then I'm going straight into eyeshadow. Today I'm using the MORPHE James Charles palette. First I'm picking up the dark matte green shade called Daddy and applying this to the front part of my crease using a Sigma E31 brush. I'm packing this on until I'm satisfied with the color payoff, and then it's time to blend it. I'm dipping the MORPHE M562 brush into the light matte green shade called Social Blade and using small circular motions to blend along the upper edge of what I just applied. I'm following the 50-50 rule where my brush is depositing the pigment 50% on the dark green shadow and 50% on the blank area above it. After that's blended, I'm moving on to the other half of the eye. I'm grabbing the matte purple shade called Escape and applying this to the outer V using the MORPHE M506 brush. I'm keeping this at the same height as where I have the dark green, so the two meet in the center of the crease. Next, I'm using the matte blue shade called Playground to blend the purple. This is going to connect with the light green in the middle of the eye, and I'm also sweeping this along the outer edge of the eye so that it completely encompasses the purple. Now it's time to cut the crease. I'm using the P. Louise base to carve out a half cut crease shape that flicks up towards the end. Once I've mapped out the shape, I'm removing the base we just applied with a Q-tip and some makeup remover. Then I'm going back in with the P. Louise base. After that, I'm mixing the two matte pink shades, Pinkity, Drinkity, and Skip, and applying this to the area we cut out. Some people wonder, why did you just go through all of that work to carve out the crease just to apply more shadow on top? The reasoning is because not only do I want a cut crease to help enhance the look artistically, but also the pink wouldn't look the same on top of green or blue. It shows its true color on a white base. That's also why I recommend using a base shade 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone because it helps the colors appear more vibrant. Once I blended the purple into the pink at the outer corner of the eye, I'm applying the NYX glitter primer to the lid all over where the pink is, and then I'm adding some chunky glitter. I got the glitter on Temu for $1. Search my code OFF2235 to find the same one and get 30% off at checkout. To remove any of that glitter fallout, I'm using a piece of tape and then I'm priming with the Touch in Sol No Poreblem Priming Water. I'm using a damp beauty blender to apply the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation in the shade 20 and In. This shade is a little bit dark for me, so instead of just applying concealer underneath my eyes, I'm also using it to highlight my forehead, nose, and chin. After blending that, I'm setting the concealer in place with the Urban Decay Ultimate Brush Off Translucent Powder. To contour, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I always just mix all 3 of the contour shades and apply it to the hollows of my cheeks, along the top of my forehead and jawline. I'm switching to a more precise brush and contouring my nose as well. For blush, I'm using the Ofra Charm Your Cheeks blush palette in the shade Rendezvous, and then I'm applying the Ofra nikkietutorials glazed donut highlighter to the highest points of my face as well as the inner corner of my eyes. After setting everything in place with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, I'm adding the 2 pink shades to my bottom lash line, and then I'm applying the purple shade to the outer corner in order to tie it in with the blue at the outer edge of my eye. Now I'm curling my lashes, applying a light coat of the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Mascara, and popping on the Rios Beauty lashes in the style toujours. I'm blending my real lashes with the false ones by pinching them together and tightlining with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. Then I'm adding mascara to my bottom lashes. Finally, for lips, I'm lining my lips with the Haus Labs Le Monster Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Dust, and then I'm applying the shade Influencer to the center of my lips and topping it all off with the Urban Decay Plumping Shine Balm in the shade Name Drop for a glossy finish. And that completes this spring glitter cut crease look. Let me know if you like to wear glittery makeup in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!